over.
It's Mr.R is the Sheik walking up to play, of course. Going up into Alkaline's RYU, actually striking to Town and City, a stage that I know a lot of people are terrified to fight RYU on. Because
why wouldn't you be?
I know, the mentality I can actually really respect in terms of going to Town and City is like, Great Shoryu's going to kill me really early anyway, anywhere, right?
Yeah.
So it's more of a matter of, does this stage layout help me win neutral to prevent that from that Shoryu ever landing?
And having all those platforms definitely does, because she can then, like, if RYU gets a little bit of momentum, she can just escape up to the platform pretty well. Or, you know, if she looks like she's going to the platform, she has so many movement options that if RYU tries to catch her going to the platform, she can just go to the stage or go over him or go under him or whatever really Sheik wants to do. RYU just kind of has to wait for what Sheik gives him.
And the other thing that's nice is I know Mr.R as a player also really likes Final Destination. I have a feeling that was stricken, but when those platforms aren't available, it becomes like FD, and Mr.R gets to play that game instead and keep RYU at bay that way. So Alkaline, actually right now, keeping the percents pretty close. This is actually what Alkaline wants.
Yeah, I was about to say is that even though, you know, there's a 40% difference, because thanks to RYU's power and Sheik's lack of power, this is still basically even.
Yeah, honestly, for the win condition for RYU isn't so much keep parity in percents. It's get the opponent to like 60 or 70 so that by the time you're almost dead, you can kill them with one confirm.
Exactly.
Oh, just doing wake up Shoryu essentially, landing with it, but Mr.R out of the range of the sweet spot.
It does let him get back to center stage though, but he immediately gives it up. Mr.R just immediately sends him to the other edge. But this is where RYU wants to be right now. At this percentage and whatnot, he wants to just plant his feet center stage and make Sheik come to him.
Oh, that was so clean. Rolling to the other side of that focus attack and landing the bouncing fish. Mr.R getting to breathe a little bit, getting rid of that first RYU stock. Alkaline, though, still chasing him down relentlessly, waiting for his opening, trying to find it right there.
He went for the Shoryuken just one too many times, because he hit it like 3 or 4 times throughout his first stock. Just sort of, as you said, just wake up DP, wake up Dragon Punch, and Mr.R is not having it anymore. So you gotta imagine that anytime RYU is gonna fall right in front of Sheik, that he's gonna shield, but that time just kind of again woke up and did it. Mr.R's got to be more on point with his shielding right here. He just has to kind of trust it. You
gotta also just be careful in terms of being inside of RYU's face. Mr.R did manage to build up a little bit of momentum right there. Still though, he does have 90% now on the board, looking to cause an edge guard on Alkaline, and unfortunate SD right there out of the focus.
It was more of a forced error than an unforced error, because Mr.R was putting good pressure on him off stage, so he had to try something unique, but accidentally let the focus attack go instead of canceling it and then Shoryuking.
Yeah, into the dash towards the stage. Yeah, and that's very unfortunate stuff. But like you said, that is what good edge guarding is. Sometimes it's not about actually hitting your opponent. It's about forcing such a specific, stringent route to recover that they're not able to follow that line and they end up dying for themselves.
So we do go to FD here, which is a bit shocking.
Yeah, I'm actually a bit surprised to see this. I know that RYU mains do like the stage as well, but against Sheik, I imagine it can be really challenging, especially if he ends up forcing Mr.R into that corner of deciding to go full-on camping, right, and just constantly running away. Mr.R, of course, not one to ever like playing that way. He does prefer to play a more flashy style because it's just fun for himself.
Exactly, but he's also the type of player who, like, he does what he does to win. Like, he doesn't care about necessarily highlights or anything like that. He absolutely has the capacity for it, but when it comes to winning, like, Mr.R just does what he needs to do. Yeah. And so, you know, if he gets a lead and he feels like that Alkaline is just too dangerous, he'll just sit back, throw needles, throw grenades, whatever he's got to do, you know, just stay out of his range.
Okay, that dash dancing into the tech chase, though, he's definitely feeling pretty clean. Oh, on top of that, Alkaline does die.
Mr.R is kind of like Comet did. He's warmed up now, and now he's really starting to put it in.
Already finding those forward tilts. Alkaline almost being lapped right now, trying to do the wake up Shoryu, but Mr.R actually plays so close to the ledge that he avoids that hitbox. I would assume absolutely intentional, considering how many Shoryus we've been seeing Alkaline throw out.
Good spacing there, just caught him on the very edge of the shield. Alkaline felt safe dropping it right there because he didn't think that Sheik would be able to reach him, but he was able to. Speaking of being reached, that Shoryuken scoops him.
I mean, the reward for going for those Shoryus is just, it's so high that even if he has been punished so much, if he gets one of them off, he does get an entire stock, whereas instead he just eats like 20% into an offstage situation, but the forward air.
What a chase.
Wow.
The whole string literally started all the way on the right side, and it was just pop, 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 dead.
Yeah, at the very